So, what we're going to talk about tonight is diabetes distress. Diabetes distress. And I don't want to show that. Okay, I don't want to show that. Um, okay. And I'm Trinette Stanford, nurse practitioner, health education specialist, and I work with women ages 40 and above who have prediabetes or diabetes or any other chronic health conditions. So, tonight, what we're going to talk about is diabetes distress. And what is diabetes distress? It is it's a real condition. And what happens is this light is aggravating me. Um, you is overwhelmed by taking care of diabetes. And what happens a lot of times when you first get the diagnosis that you have diabetes, all this fear and trepidation and everything comes upon you because it's like, oh my gosh, now what am I going to do? And it's like your whole world gets turned upside down. So that is distress. You don't know which way to go. And also, that's when you first get diagnosed. And also people who have had diabetes for a number of years, sometimes they get diabetes distress because I know, I follow some people and said it's something that you can't get away from. You can take a vacation from this, you can get a break from your kids, you can get a break from your job, but you cannot get a break away from diabetes. And it's a very real issue. Okay. So, what I'm here to talk to you about, to let you know, yes, it's very real, and to give you some solutions, to give you some options, some things to try in order to alleviate that that distress, so you won't be so overwhelmed. Because sometimes you can take so much on, and you call it a paralysis analysis. There's just so much to do, you just don't do anything. Just like forget it. And I've had patients to do that, where it's like, just forget it. They stop taking the medicine, they stop checking their blood sugars, stop eating the way they were supposed to, stop exercising. Just, I'm not going to do anything. And thank goodness that their visit comes up or somebody talks to them, and it kind of brings them back to reality in order to say, okay, I'm getting back in the game, I'm going to do what I need to do. So that's what this is. It's like a wake-up call in order to say, okay, it's all right and you're okay. But just want to talk about some things for you to consider. Number one, you can't do everything at one time. That's the number one thing. A lot of times, and a lot of it is the fault of my profession, because we let you know, hey, Cynthia, a lot of times we let you know what your diagnosis is and throw some papers at you, or say I'll put in a referral, and then that's it. Nobody really does any education. And the so usually what happens, and especially this day and age, back in the day we didn't have it, but now this day and age, first thing you do is go to Google and see what Google has to say, and you try to implement a lot of things that Google has to say. But the danger in that is, or the problem with that, not the danger, the problem with that is you'll end up with 50 million different opinions, with 50 million different plans to follow. And it's like, which one do I follow? And so that just adds to the distress. And you may pick one and say, okay, this one looks good, but it may not be the one that's best for you. All right. So that's an issue. So you um another thing is, like I said, you can't do everything at one time, because the number one thing is like, okay, I'm going to beat this. So I'm going to start eating right. I'm going to start exercising. I'm going to get away from all the junk food and stuff. And that's what I'm going to do. And you try to do all those things at one time. And what happens? It's like, forget it. You fall off the wagon, just, and then you feel you feel defeated because I can't do this. And then the other thing that happens, a lot of times you have the fear of complications, because you think about your uncle or your aunt or somebody that that ended up with an amputation, or ended up on dialysis, or ended up blind, and different things like that. Because yes, those are real complications from diabetes, but the thing is, we cannot live by fear. We don't want to motivate you by fear. What we want to do is give you the right path to go, and to empower you. So I'm saying all that to say, what you need is someone to help you, someone to walk with you down the path in order to guide you along the way. Okay? And in order to let you know that everything is all right. So that's why you need a coach, you need an educator, you need somebody in order to help you. um and I know that, especially like within some insurances, they will provide diabetes education for you, but a lot of times, what, it's 10 to 12 hours at diagnosis, and then maybe an hour a year after that. Is that really enough? Because the thing is, we're talking about changing lifelong habits, changing the way you've been doing things all your life, and doing it 10 hours, which it may equal out to like 3 or 4 weeks of education. That's not enough. Okay. And then where do you get the reinforcement? Where do you go in order to get the booster in order to keep on track? Okay. So I'm saying that to say, you need a coach. You need an educator who will walk with you, who will help you along the way. And that's what I do. That is my job. That is my business. That I will walk with that, and working with you, will set up a plan, and with you, with what you are willing to do. Because the thing is, gone are the days where the provider or somebody comes and tells you, okay, here, this is what you're going to do, and telling you that this is what you're going to do, rather than sitting down with you and say, okay, let's talk this out. What what do you feel? What are your best things? What are your, I call it non-negotiable, some things you ain't gonna do. I don't care what you say, I'm not gonna do it. And then things that you are willing to do. And see, all of that takes time, all that takes understanding. But the thing is, that's why I do what I do, in order to work with you, to talk to you, to find out who you are, to find out where you are, and then together work out a plan, a workable plan that you can do. But then it doesn't stop there. You just do one thing at a time. You don't try to do, not going to give you 10 things to do at one time. No, because that will add to the overwhelm. But what you do is one thing at a time. Okay? One thing at a time. and then work with you to make sure you stay on track, to give you the encouragement, to give you the support, to give you the tools that you need in order to stay on track. And then after you succeed, go to the next thing. And then before you know it, you will be on the right path with your numbers looking better, with you feeling better, and you're on the road to thrive. Okay? So that's what I want to offer to you. I am starting a membership group. And I need you to let me know if you're interested. I need you to let me know if you are interested in joining the group. This is it's a fee, yes, but this is what we call the founding member launch, a nominal fee in order to get started. And this is something that we will work out together. We will work out a plan that will work for you. And like I said, it's for people who may have pre-diabetes or diabetes or any other chronic health condition. Okay. Because the secret is the treatment plan is the same for all of it. You just may emphasize one area more than the other. Okay. So I need you to DM me on Instagram or on Facebook to let me know if you're interested. And we can work together. All right. All right. So we will not have the distress. We will not have the overwhelm. You'll be able to say, okay, I can do this. I can work this. And you will go from being where you feel like you're not in control to being in control. You will go from being not confident at all about what's going on or what you're doing to being very confident. Okay. So you can get in touch with me. You can DM me on Facebook, direct message me on Facebook or direct message me on Instagram, and I will get back with you. Okay. And if you're looking at this on replay, you can put in hashtag replay, and the same thing applies. You can instant message me, excuse me, direct message me on Facebook or on Instagram. Okay. But the best way to get over distress and over overwhelm is not to try to do everything at one time. Just do one thing at a time. Concentrate on one area and succeed in that area before you go to the next one. And the thing is, usually once you succeed in one area, you'll automatically feel, okay, well, I can go on to this other. You will feel confident in what you're doing. Okay. All right. So didn't want to keep you long tonight. I thank you, and it's good to see you. Okay. I'm so glad that you're here, and because you could have been doing anything else, but you did take the time to come in, and that I am grateful for. Okay. So, like I said, you can direct message me and let me know if you're interested. And I will talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye bye.